Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today you find me out in sunny Worthing, and today we've come to visit a movie set. One of the buildings, when people are filming in this area, they always seem to gravitate towards this building here, Worthing Lido. Might be some confusion as why Worthing Lido was called the Lido, because generally speaking a Lido indicates that it's a swimming pool and an outdoor swimming pool. Got one at Saltdean and one at Arundel as well. This one though doesn't have a swimming pool, so let's just get a little bit closer to Worthing Lido and we'll talk a little bit more about it. So it's this facade that is most recognisable, and this area here was recently featured in a movie that's just come out called Wicked Little Letters. There's often this area here that people film adverts to. I think it's because of the sort of almost Victorian styling of this facade that makes it bring back memories of the British seaside. You see now most of it is all taken up by these souvenir shops. It always has been as long as I can remember. So we've recently filmed a video in Bognor and we were looking at the pier at Bognor, and just like the pier at Bognor, it's a little bit run down, this building now. So yeah, it's really sad to see all of these windows here boarded up. When these were used back in the day, these had fantastic views over Worthing seafront. So as we can see, this is built in the same style as the pier. Got these metal support structures. Obviously heavily corroded from all of its time sitting in the sea. Hello Mr. Pigeon. Just up here on the top of the wall there, look at the wonderful bit of architecture. This little pot, you can see the old colours, the sort of yellows, the oranges and the pinks. Back in its day that would have been fantastic looking. So currently this section of the Lido is all fenced off, and one of the popular things that people used to do and still do in Worthing is promenading and getting out to see the sea, especially if you're older and can't walk on bumpy grounds. Up here you've got this platform where you can get out, and the sea comes all the way in right up underneath this structure, so you can almost feel like you're in the sea. But sadly, either the owners or the council have fenced off this outer area, and you can probably see why, because it's in quite poor repair. Doors boarded up, windows boarded up. It's a shame that they're not making the same efforts as they do with the pier, and it's like I said before, this building is the one that is often featured in TV adverts and in movies. So the Lido has been around in essence since 1897, when a large bandstand was built on the side of the promenade, and then this was enlarged in 1907 to a shelter, and then in 1925 the D-shape building that we see here was put in place. It stayed like this for many years, but then in 1957 it was converted to a saltwater swimming pool, and it stayed like this until 1988, until Brighton Sea Life Centre needed to store dolphins in the swimming pool for a year whilst they were rebuilding the structure in Brighton. After that, it's been converted to what we see today. They paved over all of the swimming pool area. So I believe the swimming pool's still underneath there. It's just a structure's been built over the top of it, and now is used for family amusements. So the reason I've come to Worthing Lido today is that Worthing Lido has been the set for many films recently. In 2018 it was used as a beauty pageant for the film Stan and Ollie, starring Steve Coogan. Bill Nye was filming here in 2021 for a film called The Living, and most recently it was featured in a film called Wicked Little Letters, and that was in 2022. Quite a big arrangement of set pieces there, and lots of infrastructure put around the Lido to recreate the 1930s. You may recognise the Lido because it's also been featured in lots of different adverts. I can't name them specifically, but it's quite often we'll get a little thing coming up in the local newspaper telling us that there's some filming happening on the Marine Parade at the Lido. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick little look at Worthing Lido. If I could ask you to hit the like and subscribe button, it will help me to share my content across the YouTube platform.